cheerleaders at this time. Please organize for our homecoming presentation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and now it's homecoming time. On behalf of Terrell High School, it's my honor to present to you this year's homecoming court. The 2024 Dukes and Duchesses for the underclassmen are as follows. Freshman Duchess, Joanna Rodriguez. Joanna is being escorted by her mother, Lydia Rodriguez.
Brant talking to you on Studio 101. Brant, Studio 101.
Your 2024 freshman Duke is Angel Santos.
Brant Davis, Studio 101.
Angel's being escorted by his mother, Maria Vega.
Brant Davis, Studio 101.
Sebastian Santos.
Brant Davis, Studio 101.
Up next, your sophomore Duchess, Caitlin Jimenez.
Brant Davis, Studio 101.
Caitlin is being escorted tonight by her father, Heriberto Jimenez.
Brant Davis, Studio 101.
Sophomore Duke, Gerardo Arteaga.
Gerardo is being escorted by his mother, Cynthia Arteaga. Up next, we have your junior princess, Morelli Garcia. Morelli is being escorted by her mother, Sonia Garcia, her father, Miguel Angel Garcia, and her siblings, Natalie and Angel Garcia. And your 2024 Junior Prince, Juan Resendez. Juan is being escorted by his mother, San Juanita Resendez, his father, Robert Resendez, sisters, Priscilla and Irma, and brother, Robert Resendez Jr. And now, Tiger fans, in no particular order, here are the nominations for this year's Senior King and Queen. Our first nominated couple, Jocelyn Fuentes Carvajal and Ryson Martin. Tonight, Jocelyn is being escorted by her mother, Miriam Carvajal, and her father, Fortino Carvajal. After graduation, Jocelyn will be attending college and majoring in finance to become an insurance broker, while also pursuing her real estate license. Ryson is being escorted by his mother, Uisha Hooper, and his sister, Uriah Hooper. After graduating, Ryson plans on going to college for business and opening his own welding company. Up next, we have Mariana Ibarra and Natalie Sanchez. Mariana is being escorted by her mother, Araceli Molina, sister, Samantha Ibarra, and brother, Luis Diaz. After graduation, Mariana's aspiration is to become a veterinary technician. Natalie is being escorted by her mother, Dariela Sanchez, and her father, Miguel Sanchez. After graduating, Natalie hopes to attend Texas Tech University to pursue a law degree. For our next couple, we have Alani Lopez and Abraham Fofana. Alani is being escorted by her mother, Ana Martinez, and father, Rudy Lopez Jr. After graduation, Alani plans to attend college to earn a bachelor's degree in kinesiology and hopes to join a college athletic training program. Abraham is being escorted by his brothers, Alicine and Derek Fofana. After graduating, Abraham plans to attend Texas A&M University. And for our final nominated couple, we have Mackenzie Tarver and Kevin Espinoza. Mackenzie is being escorted by her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Hazlett. After graduating, Mackenzie plans on attending college and pursuing a degree in nursing. Tonight, Kevin is being escorted by his mother, Flor Blas. After graduation, Kevin plans to attend the University of Texas at Austin and major in international business with a minor in music performance. All right, fans, let's hear it one more time for all of our homecoming king and queen nominees. Joining our nominees tonight, and here to crown your new royalty, our last year's king and queen, Adrian Vargas and Isabella Sanchez. And now the moment you've been waiting for. Please stand as we proceed to announce and crown the 2024 Terrell High School Senior King and Queen. Your choice for this year's king is Ryson Martin. And now, it is my honor to present your choice for this year's homecoming queen. Miss Alani Lopez. On behalf of Terrell High School, we would like to congratulate all of our nominees. And congratulations to our new homecoming king and queen. All right, one last round of applause for our underclassmen, dukes, duchesses, prince, princess, and king and queen nominees. You may now take your seats.
Terrell fans, are you ready? Terrell fans, are you ready? Here come your Tigers! And now please welcome to the field, the Corsicana Tigers. Now at midfield for the coin toss are tonight's captains, representing Corsicana, Trip Howard, Montre Bush, Keelan Reese, and Landon Irvin. Representing Terrell, Abraham Fofana, Keandre Johnson, Ryson Martin, and Omari Thompson.
Terrell has won the coin toss and deferred to the second half. Corsicana has elected to receive.
All right, fans, at this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats so that we can join together for a moment of silence. In order to appreciate our lives in this moment, pray for what's ahead of us, and reflect upon the people and experiences in our lives before tonight. Thank you. Now, fans, please remain standing and direct your attention to the north end of the field as we honor America and our former military service members and those currently serving at home and abroad. Please join in singing as the Terrell Tiger Band plays the national anthem.
are here at Memorial Stadium. We are on Studio 101 and KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and my partner is going to join me again tonight, Jim Cooper.
Well, Chuck, thanks for bringing me back. I figured I'd been fired after last week, but, you can't find help at this rate very often, so maybe I got to come back.
It's the right price, too, isn't it?
Exactly right. Exactly right. Man, I'm excited about tonight's game.
Well, tell us a little bit about what you've read about the Corsicana Tigers as the Tigers are taking the field.
Corsicana seems to have had a few down years the last couple of 2 or 3 years, and they're not returning a lot of people. But even though they're maybe, during the off season, they don't have the people that are coming back. I mean, they're going to have athletes. That any time we're playing in district play, they're going to have athletes, and every team has a chance to win every game.
That is correct, and you know what? You're correct. Or I got some confirmation there from my counterparts there in Corsicana doing radio and audio visual. Adam over there in Corsicana was talking about how they've had some down years, and this is a brand new coach this year that has previous ties to Corsicana. The Tigers have taken the field. We won the toss tonight and deferred to the second half, and Juan Abundis has got the ball teed up in the middle of the field at the 40-yard line. We're just waiting for his kick to go into Bengill Park, and it's a pooch kick and a fair catch called by the Tigers of Corsicana about the 24-yard line. Maybe they're going to mark it at the 25.
Well, I think it comes out, since they caught it, so it comes out to the 25. Am I right? Or
yeah, that is correct.
Okay. Well,
he was standing right there anyway.
Yeah, well, he was at the same spot. You're exactly right on that. The guy that really wreaked a lot of havoc last week was number 33, Amari Thompson. He had 11 tackles, 2 for the loss last week. Just an outstanding young linebacker for the Tigers.
All right, the Corsicana Tigers are coming out there on the hash mark closest to their bench. The quarterback he was under center. Now he's moved back. It's kind of a power pistol set, and they're going to run a zone read with that tailback back there, and the Tiger front led there by number 66, Zamonte Smith, was tackled for loss back to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, great play by number 66. He just kind of overpowered the young man in front of him. The defensive line may be just they may have a little breather and have a little bit more pep in their step, and the fact that they're not outweighed by 40 pounds apiece this week.
We were talking about Mount Pleasant just during pregame. All right, they have twins set to both sides. The quarterback in the shotgun with the back standing to his left. They do a shift with a tight end, another zone read, and it's going to be a stretch play out to the right side of the offensive front. And let me tell you, number 24 there, one of our cornerbacks, that's Omari Thompson, which you talked about just a little while ago. He played off of his wide receiver block and made that tackle.
Yes, he did. That was a great open field tackle. They got 7 yards on that, but it wasn't a disastrous type play, but because of number 24 making that good open field tackle.
And that's 3rd down and 4 for the Corsicana Tigers. And they are lined up. They are on hash mark at the 31-yard line. Trips to their wide side, pistol-looking set, and they're going to. I guess they're going to be switching all night long. They bring everybody in tight, and it's another just a straight handoff from the backfield. There's not a counter or anything there. And that kid, number 7 for Corsicana, Mark Brown, does a great job on strength and lean forward. He gets across the 36-yard line for a Corsicana first down.
Terrell had that stopped at the 34, and like you said, number 7, Mark Brown for Corsicana, he just kept turning his legs, and it was a great singular effort by him.
6 yards brings up first down and 10.
So I'm seeing Corsicana is going to be in the shift game tonight. They'll line up one way and then shift into something else. Right now they're in twins both sides. Ball on our hash mark closest to our bench. Their backs are against Bengill Park. Shotgun formation. He's going to throw it out to the number 2 receiver out on our sidelines, and that goes incomplete. And that's a good break for us that it goes incomplete. I don't think he was going to get very far because number 24 and number 5 for us were right on top of him.
We had that defended very well, but it helps not to have to worry about the tackle when the poor kid just dropped it.
Yeah. Jim, if you'll look on that other, tell me who 24 is off of the big one, because I don't have him on my roster. 24 for Terrell.
24 for Terrell is Amarin Miles.
Okay. Trips to the short side of the field, a straight handoff in the backfield to number 7 once again. And it takes a host of Tigers to bring him down, but he rambled downfield up to the 44-yard line, good for 8 yards, and it's going to bring up second down and 2. Second down, long 2 for the Corsicana Tigers.
8-yard gain.
Well, shouldn't that be a third down shot? Because we had that incomplete. Yeah, that incomplete pass.
Correct.
Now, number 7, it came to play tonight. That's for sure, because that kid is running hard. He is breaking tackles and getting through the line.
Corsicana's lined up with twins to the wide side, which is their side of the field. A slot. And now they're going to go into shift. They're going to put the twins on the short side of the field. A double-stacked pistol look in the backfield. Number 22 comes up, makes the play. The ball went to the first running back. We'll call him a fullback for lack of a better term because they were in the pistol. He turns his legs, and it looks like it's going to be a first down for the Corsicana Tigers past the 46-yard line.
Well, the Tiger defense is making Corsicana earn every bit of those yards, but they're still earning them. So we'd like to see them get up there and let's do something here on this first down to make it a little more difficult.
Last week we gave a lot of props to the secondary of Terrell. Corsicana's only thrown the ball once tonight, so we haven't seen them, but I think the front 7 are doing a pretty good job tonight. You're right, they're making them earn everything they've got. Here's shift into a double tight pistol formation, another handoff to number 7. He hits the hole hard, had a running lane. It looks like he got out to the Terrell Tiger 46-yard line, which is 2 yards short of the first down. However, there's a flag that comes in late.
Number 7 is rushing with urgency. It might be the term you might want to use. He is really putting those pads down forward and turning his legs.
Blocking the back. Offense, number 75, 10 yards.
That's going to negate number 7's
first down.
Brown's good offensive run. The first run from scrimmage from him, Jim, it didn't go anywhere because the defense ate up their offensive line. But these last several plays that he's run, he's looking good. He's got that forward lean and got the turn.
Yeah, the kid's running hard. But this is what we needed. Now they're back. Well, they let's see, it's first down about the same 10 because of where the penalty was called, right?
Correct. They're going to throw it out to the number, across the middle. Nice pass play there to the number 2 receiver. What I mean by that, the Corsicana Tigers were lined up in trips, and they threw it to the second receiver in the middle. He does kind of a little step inside and then straight up the field. The quarterback hit him in stride. He gets all the way down to the Terrell Tiger 15-yard line, so it's a first and 10.
I think like most of the Tigers, I thought he was going to throw it out to that wide receiver on the sideline.
He was going to a flare, yeah.
And he did. He looked up, and that kid was wide open, and he put it on the money.
Shift from Corsicana. They come out of a twin set from one side over to the other side to our side. It's got a lead play right up the middle of number 7, and he has that forward lean. He gets all the way down to the 1-yard line. He came to run. You're exactly right, Jim.
Yeah, he
brought down by number 5, Bryson Martin.
That young man ate his Cheerios this morning. he is putting them up, putting them down.
Twin set to the wide side of the field. First and goal from the 1. There's movement up front by the Corsicana
false start
left tackle.
on the offense. Number 7, 5 yards, first down.
And 6 now.
Yeah, but that gives the Tiger defense a chance to catch it. Let's catch our breath and figure out what we need to do here. The line that, you know, I think I made the comment on the first play. The line is much smaller than what we had to deal with last week, but they seem to be controlling that front line of scrimmage, and number 7's getting into that into the second layer of the defense fairly easy.
Yeah, he's got a running lane for sure. All right, here's that first down and goal from it's actually the 7-yard line. And quarterback's back. He's going to throw the ball out and into the corner of the end zone. It is a flag route to the back, and Mr. Striped Shirt in the back of the end zone says that he caught it, so that's going to be a touchdown for the Corsicana Tigers.
Well, I know that this isn't the NFL where we have different camera views from every location. I would like to see that again, but it was a beautiful pass and catch, that's for sure. When I first saw it go up, I thought, yeah, let's try our secondary. But, man, Corsicana punched it on in.
Got a comment as we're waiting on this kick. The snap is back. It's bopping a little bit, and it's I believe that was no good. He pushed that to the right, so that is a 1-point mistake by Corsicana Tigers in favor of the Terrell Tigers. 6:05 left here in the first quarter. Left in the first quarter. It's Corsicana 6 and Terrell 0. The point you were making about not having enough. I mean, it's high school football and not enough. Not cameras in the end zone. Is that our cornerback came up with the ball, and he was looking at the official, going, "Hey, wait a minute, I've got the ball." So there could be something there to that.
And Chuck, I want to thank you for giving the time left and the score, because that was one of the complaints I got from our broadcast last week. And when the person was complaining, I said, well, why don't you just look up the scoreboard? But then I realized he was at home and can't see it.
Oh.
So I guess that is kind of our job. Point well taken.
Point well taken.
We will try to make sure that you know the time and the score as often as possible, Mr. Musher.
We're going to throw Mr. Musher under the bus. There we go.
Greg
That's
Musher,
all right.
Mr. Greg Musher.
That's all right. While we're waiting on Corsicana to kick off here, we've got other district games. Kaufman and Ennis playing tonight, Mesquite Poteet and Crandall's playing tonight, and Midlothian Heritage is playing Greenville tonight. So there's a pooch kick from Corsicana. It's going to be fielded at the 33-yard line. Evidently, it was fair call early. I did not see it. So the Terrell Tigers will take over at this point in time. And here's where I apologize for last week. Can't get through my head that Cooper Kinnemer name is Cooper and not Connor.
Cooper and Connor.
So
I've made a suggestion
Cooper,
for you. I've made
did.
a suggestion for you, Chuck, and I think it's a good one.
He's left-handed. He's got poise in the pocket.
He can run.
He can run.
I think he's a snake.
He might be Kenny Stabler's the snake.
He may be the snake.
And I don't know if that offends anybody, but I'm like you. I kind of like Kenny Stabler. So Cooper is a good, well-poised kid in the backfield right there, and I was real impressed with him last week, even though I couldn't get his first name right. All right, here's first play from scrimmage for the Terrell Tigers. Big hole over the right side. Number 3, Tamayan Ambers, rambles up about 6 yards in that first down play out to the, the 40-yard line. So it's going to bring up second down and 4 for the Terrell Tigers.
You know, Terrell had almost 230 yards rushing last week. 60 of it was from the quarterback. But the rest of it, I mean, you had so many people contributing, 40, 50, 60 yards in that backfield. I think that bodes well for Terrell.
Cooper's under center. We're switching from one side to the other, so it's going to look like a wide twin set to us. There's a fake toss sweep to the left, given back underneath to Tamayan Ambers once again. He's out to the 45-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a Terrell Tiger first down.
Well, Terrell's doing what they've always
done. Good for another Terrell Tiger.
Coach said, is get out there and run the ball. And you know what? Until they stop it, keep doing it.
That's correct.
That's the main thing. Control the ball, control the clock.
We have not lined up in wing T yet tonight. We've got a twin set towards our bench. There's a toss lead sweep to the left side, back to number 4. That's Cordrick Johnson, and he does a great job. He picks up, 7 yards down to the Corsicana 48-yard line.
Yeah, look, I'll take
7-yard
5
gain
or
on the
6,
play.
7 rushing yards a play. Don't
Brings
throw
up
it in the
second down
air
and
if you
3.
keep doing that.
That's
for
right.
sure.
Corsicana, 48.
But this
Now-
I really like this running back by committee, Chuck.
Oh, I do
I think
too.
it bodes well because you can get a hot hand and get them going, but you always have somebody fresh.
Now we're in the wing tee. And now we switch. Well, it's a different look. We've got Keandre Johnson in at fullback, and there's a little underneath jet sweep, if you want to call it that. Corsicana read that just right for a no gainer there. It's going to bring up third down at same 3 for the Terrell Tigers.
A very interesting play that probably didn't give the result that the coaches wanted. But I can see how that play would work. I mean, that was maybe a counter jet.
Maybe a jet
something.
counter. Yeah, I didn't see the action of the tackle and the guard on the backside on that one. It was a little slow developing, which is why Corsicana caught up to it so quickly.
Yep.
All right, we're on the Corsicana 48-yard line, closest to our bench. We are doing our own shifting. Wing T. Keandre's over on the left side now. Cooper's back, and he's going to throw the ball too. He tries to get it to Keandre in that big frame of Keandre's. He gets about 3 fingers on it and tries to bring it down. Just couldn't handle it, so it goes incomplete. 4th down and 3. And I see number 17, Juan Abundance, coming out, so that means that it's going to look like a punt at least.
Agreed. That pass just sailed a little bit on Cooper. It just sailed a little high on him, and that happens on the first pass of the game sometimes.
All right, just like I said, the up back gets it, number 5, and he is over the right side of the offensive front. He is still going, finally pushed out of bounds at the 26-yard line. I believe that's where they're going to mark him out. That's going to be Rice and Martin on that fake punt. And that's a first down for the Terrell Tigers. We're still in business.
Well, great call by the coach.
19
and the
yards
coaching
gained on the
staff.
play. Good for another Terrell Tiger.
At that point on the field, you were across midfield.
No man's land.
Yeah, with kind of no man's land.
Yeah.
It was a great call. And it was also showing them the defense that they do have faith in them if they had a punter.
That's right. And we're lined up with 2 wides. Keandre is way out there next to the Corsicana bench, and the ball is a straight dive to number 4, Cordrick Johnson, over the left side of the left guard. Looks like he's going to pick up about 4, so it's going to bring up second down and 6
4-yard gain on the play.
for the Terrell Tigers with 2:14 left in this first quarter.
4 and 4 is over 10, Chuck.
4 yards in a cloud of dust will net you a first down every time.
Exactly right.
That's a Carlton Tidwellism right there. 4 yards in a cloud of dust. There's a lead sweep to the right side of the offensive front. Tamine Ambers does good to pick up another 3-4 yards maybe. It's at the 17-yard line.
Well, I told you it was going to be 4 and 4. So here comes 4 more right here.
Third down and long. It's a long one.
Corsicana 17.
But you said it, Jim. We're playing Marvin Sedbury, run football, eat the clock. Keandre to the right side. There's another run back by committee. He is past the line of scrimmage. That is Roderick Hambrick Jr. that was running that. There's one more of those running back by committees. It looks like he gets down to the 15, which is going to net another Terrell Tiger first down.
Well, Terrell just has to keep doing what they're doing.
2-yard gain. Good for another Terrell Tiger.
They're blocking well, and the running backs are seeing the creases and getting what they can out of what's left of it.
1 minute left here in the first quarter. Terrell Tigers on the drive. Keandre moving from right to left. He sets up a toss sweep to the left behind all the blockers to number 4. Did he hit the pylon? They're going to mark him out at the 1-yard line. Golly, Cordrick Johnson stretched out, but they would not give that to him, so it's going to be first and goal from the 1-yard line.
I bet the offensive coaches are probably smarter than me at this football thing, but I think that they can maybe are seeing that they've got the speed around the corner.
If they didn't, they just did.
Yeah, exactly right.
Jumbo package in, jumbo to the left side of the offensive front, and Corsicana wants to take a timeout. 25 seconds left
Timeout.
in the first quarter. We better
Corsicana.
take one for our
It's their
sponsor.
first
You're
of
listening
the
to
first
Terrell
half.
Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101.
Previous play was a 14-yard gain by Johnson. Good for another Terrell Tiger. Play. It's first and goal for the Tigers.
All right, Studio 101, we're back. First down and goal from the 1. Jumbo package as we lined up, and Corsicana stuffs our running back right at the 1-yard line. So it's going to bring up second down and goal from the 1 first again. Welcome back, KPYK listeners. We had to come back a little bit, and the first down play from the 1, Corsicana did an excellent job on stuffing the running lanes and kept no gain there from the Terrell Tigers.
That is the end of the first quarter.
Second quarter. It's going to be the second down and goal from the 1 for the Terrell Tigers. I know we just had a commercial, but we need more. So we'll come back to you. It's 6-0 Corsicana over the Terrell Tigers. You're listening to KPYK Football on 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and 101, Studio 101.
Austin is Terrell born and raised and can help with all of your plumbing needs. Just call 855-5-AUSTIN. Again, that number is 855-5-AUSTIN.
Filled everything.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are coming back on the field after the quarter change. Jim and I were just talking about his thoughts on that last play.
Chuck.
The line did a good job, but go ahead.
Yeah, both lines did a good job and pretty much had a stalemate, and it was the second level of the defense that made that play.
All right, jumbo package moving from right to left, and Cooper running out to the and he just he lobs it. How about that? I thought he was throwing it out of the end zone.
He was out of the end zone.
Yeah, Asa Townsend threw that. Cooper threw that a little bit too tall.
Yeah, well, that's the second throw tonight he's had this sailed over a little bit.
Yeah.
Third down and goal from the Corsicana 1.
Third down and 1. Third down and goal from the 1. I always have to remember to do that.
Yeah, that was an interesting play. I don't think it was a bad play at all.
No
run pass option, but Corsicana had it defended. They were ready for it.
Here's our stack look.
The centipede.
Yeah, the centipede, and we come out and we're in pods now all over the field. As long as we got enough people on the line of scrimmage, we're good. And I believe that is Cooper Kinnemer in for the quarterback touchdown. Yes, that is exactly right. Touchdown for Cooper, Snake Kinnemer.
Exactly right.
I hope we don't offend anybody with that, but that's fun.
Yep. Chuck, that's got to be hard on the defense. Again, I think last week I said I'm amazed that they can get in that formation, shift like they do, and not get a flag in the air.
Yeah, and get lined up.
Right.
What you're talking about.
Yeah.
Having everybody on the line of scrimmage that they need, everybody in the backfield that they need. that Juan got that when snap was good. It looked like he might have pushed that to the right, but Juan pushed that up. I'm really liking Juan Abundance again this year.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Man, they had a good year.
Yep.
10 for 10 for the season.
Well, there's our touchdown, and we got it back. Terrell, 7-6.
Well, in
7 to 6.
the first quarter went really quick because Corsicana kept the ball on the ground most of the time. Terrell kept the ball on the ground most of the time. Each team's only had one possession.
That's right. Yeah, they each only had it once.
Yeah. So that shortens the game a whole lot.
It really does. And I just have a feeling, Chuck, that our defensive coordinator and his staff probably had quite a bit to say to our defensive line and our defensive people during that long drive by the Terrell offense. I mean, they're gonna have to turn around. They're gonna have to put some pressure in that line, and they've got to stop number 7 from just doing what he wants to after he gets past the line of scrimmage.
He does run with lean. He keeps his leg moving. I'm impressed with Mark Brown.
Yes, sir. No doubt.
Equally impressed with Corsicana's offensive front because if it wasn't for the big uglies up front, there wouldn't be any run lanes. Juan Abundance pooch kicks it. It's fielded at the 27-yard line. I'm looking for a striped shirt to mark the ball. Still hasn't seen anybody mark the ball. 26-yard line finally. Somebody marks the ball. Thank you very much. That's where Corsicana will take over.
We could have this discussion more at the end of a game or at a halftime, Chuck, but I don't understand the pooch kick all the time.
I'm not so sure that I'm going to disagree with you much on that, Jim. The only thing is that there's more times than not they fair catch it and there's no run back.
I understand that part, but when you got a kid like Abundance that could kick it, I guarantee he can kick it in the end zone. We saw him do it.
Well, and we're going to bring Mount Pleasant back up last week. He did that several times. And where did they get the ball at? 24, 25, 26-yard line. So it's really not lost of anything. Here's a toss sweep to the right side of the Corsicana front to number 7. He does what he can to get all the way out to the edge. And I'm not so sure he gained much on that, if anything at all. 26-yard line, maybe. So it's going to bring second down and 9, maybe.
Yeah, I think you're right. And the thing is, Chuck, the kid ran just as hard as he did. He was just running sideways that time.
Yeah. They were on our hash mark. He ran all the way to the Corsicana bench.
Right. And I think that's what. If Corsicana's going to try to do that, I think they got a long night because they're not going to be any faster.
I don't think they're faster than we are. I agree with you there. Corsicana trips into the Tiger bench, which is the wide side of the field. There's a handoff to number 7 going over the right side. No, I'm sorry, that is not number 7.
He just leaned forward and made a lot of yards.
Yeah, he did. That was number 0, Keenan Murphy.
0. Okay.
Another good running back, though.
Yeah,
he did a good job.
That was a good solid run.
39-yard line. That's going to move the sticks for Corsicana. Give them another set of downs.
I really thought after that long Terrell drive that the defense would come out with a little different attitude, but they need to get it right now.
Trips to the Tiger sideline there. Corsicana's on the hash mark close to the end. Number 9 is going to spin the ball out. And I thought that he had his hands on that. It was almost an interception. He knocks it down. This number 16, Kenneth Allen Jr., out there knocking that ball down. It was a quick slant. It was a wide receiver quick slant, and Kenneth did a good job getting his hands on that.
Yeah, Junior was right there, and they're going to make fun of him a little bit tomorrow in the film room because he had that one all day long.
2 in the backfield with the quarterback. A power pistol set if you want to. Number 0 is in the game running the ball once again for Corsicana. It looks like they're going to spot the ball at the 47-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Tigers. I'm not so sure. I don't that Corsicana is not winning the line of scrimmage right now, Jim.
Well, something's happening because whether it's number 0 or number 7, they're both getting into the second level of the defense and running, for sure.
Twins to the Tiger bench. They're still on the hash mark closest to theirs. There's a lead dive. This goes to number 6, and the Terrell Tiger front must have been listening at that point in time because every hole was plugged at that point in time. That's going to be a tackle for no gain or loss of 1. Loss of 1. That's going to bring up 4th down and 4.
Number 51, Sean Lee, is the one that actually held his ground and pushed that guard back, which kind of threw the whole play out of sync for Corsicana and allowed the rest of the defense to rally and make that a good stop for no little gain.
4 yards to go. It's 4th down.
Here's the problem. 4th down and 4.
What did you say, no man's land a while ago?
We did say no man's land a while ago. Corsicana's going to let the play clock go down to 1 before they call a timeout. Corsicana's going to call a timeout and talk about it and figure out what they're going to do.
Corsicana.
So we'll go ahead and take that break
That's second
with them
of the first half.
9:03 left in the second quarter. It is your Terrell Tigers 7, the Corsicana Tigers 6. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101.
Updated district play. Crandall leads Poteet 14-7. Kaufman and Ennis are tied up 7 apiece.
Coming back after the timeout, teams are coming back on the field. Jim and I were talking just while we were in the timeout about we've got to be disciplined right here because it's 4th and 4. If we get into the neutral zone or make contact, that's an automatic first down for Corsicana, and they live some more. They are lined up tight, except for one wide receiver out by their bench, 2 in the backfield behind the quarterback, who is under center at this point in time. He's going to throw a jump ball to the wide receiver, and I think he was out of bounds. No, he caught the ball. They're calling it a catch along the sidelines. I don't know if I agree with that or not, but that's a catch at the 26-yard line. Since they called it a catch, I'm going to call it a hell of a catch because he went up, climbed the ladder, and brought the ball down.
If he tapped his foot to get down there, that's a hell of a catch. You're exactly right. There's no doubt about that. And I think what Corsicana's thinking was go for it. Let's chunk it down there. That's a punt.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Good point.
It pretty much did exactly what a punt would do.
Well, Corsicana Tigers live again, 8:32 and ticking. 1st and 10 for the Corsicana Tigers. Their trips to our sidelines. Number 0 gets a straight dive handoff in the backfield. Number 22, Keenan Morrow, with a couple of other Tigers, make a tackle for no gain or maybe a loss.
I think that is a loss. And again, Corsicana is trying the outside. And hey, you gotta make them respect it.
Yeah.
You know, you got to try to make sure they're not bunching everything up on the inside. But.
Well, and let's talk about that a little bit because you and I both agree that our secondary, our linebackers in our secondary are probably faster than their wide receivers and their backs. But the one thing that happened was they out-heighted us in that long pass play a while ago because our secondary guy was right there.
Oh, he was there. He didn't have bad coverage at all.
Yeah. Corsicana's coming in, double tight look now, one outside. Single receiver out wide, but something
timeout. Corsicana. It's their 3rd and final timeout of the first half.
Their 3rd one of the half.
Yes, it is. They're out, Chuck. You can't see it because of the goalpost, maybe, but yeah, it looks like they're out of timeout.
Well, I was waiting to see if Mr. Whitehat was going to do his pump deal to tell everybody that he's out of timeouts. We'll just keep it right here because there's 7:34 yet left. It's Terrell 7, Corsicana 6 because they missed the extra point. You know, we talked about the missed extra point. You know, could come back to haunt them.
Oh, you know, you can't give up points at this early in the game. You know, those are critical.
Yeah.
And it could very well prove to be critical when you start going for 2 or thinking about going for 2 later in the game.
Right.
You know, last week was a very interesting study in when you go for 2. And the more I thought about it, even though I questioned the coach, he was exactly right in what he did. He was exactly right in what he did.
Yeah. Well, Corsicana's talked about it, and everybody's coming back out on the field now. Marvin and Mr. Whitehat had a discussion. There was no animation to it, so I think there was just a question that he was trying to get clarified there. Corsicana's lined up in the same formation. There's one single receiver both sides. The ball is on the hash mark closest to the Corsicana bench. Pistol look in the backfield, one back behind the quarterback. He's going to step back and spin the ball up. He's going to overthrow everybody. You know, that was a good-looking pass. And our secondary was in the right place.
Yes.
I hate to fault somebody, but the Corsicana receiver turned around too early and was backpedaling.
He was. You're exactly right. But the thing is about these receivers, the difference in the game is 2 unbelievable tightrope catches. That's the 2 plays they've had this game. They're the difference.
Yeah. And there's number 7 in the backfield once again, and he's going to try to get what he can. But the Tiger front must have been listening to you, or you sent them some good vibes there, because they bottled number 7 up for a 1-yard gain. That's going to bring up 4th down and 9 from the 25-yard line with 7:11 left.
I like this 4th down and 9 better than I did that 4th down and 4 we had just a while ago. But still, looks like we're going for a field goal.
Well, maybe. The ball is going to be spotted at the 32-yard line.
No.
That is not going to make it. It's fielded in the end zone, and we can run that back. Number 5's got it. He is coming up the sideline, and he gets it. Come on now. He's finally caught at the Corsicana 34-yard line. That was Ryson Martin that is pulling a Auburn Tiger.
Yes, he was. and credit the coaching staff.
For putting it back there.
That was a long field. That was going to be a 43-yard field goal for a high school kid. That's a long field goal.
Yep.
They had the presence to say, hey, get back there, number 5, see what might happen. And, boy, good things did happen on that.
Now, let me tell you one thing that there was a lot of discussion about when we got our new turf in.
Okay.
Was the end zones. And how distracting the Tiger stripes are going to be.
Okay.
But Ryson Martin blended into the end zone.
He did. He really did. He must know exactly where to camouflage himself in that red and white.
Cooper Kennemer, the snake under center. Oh, good thing. Miscommunication there we were in a twin set. The inside receiver did not know the ball was coming to him. Cooper threw it out there, and luckily for us, the DB had butterfingers, and he dropped the ball.
Well, he had that because the kid was wide open.
Yeah,
he threw it a little behind him, and like you said, the receiver didn't. I don't think he realized the ball was coming at him.
Yeah.
Or he could have sat down and made a little pocket and caught it.
One wide receiver way out towards the Corsicana bench. There's Cooper giving a handoff over the left side to number 3, to Mayan Ambers, who does a great job in picking up about 9 yards on that second down play. It's going to bring up 3rd down 1 for the Terrell Tigers with 6:20 left in the half.
I know you have to keep them honest, Chuck, but man, everything, all the toss sweeps and everything that they've run so far, and even some of the counters on the inside, but everything they've run to the outside, they just have the speed on the Corsicana defense.
Well, that's been our topic of discussion, because we're making 6-7 yards on the outside, and Corsicana's really not making anything on the outside.
Right.
There's just a straight zone play over the left side of the offensive front. It's going to be enough for a first down. I didn't catch a number on who was running the ball at the time, but it was a straight zone dive.
I believe it was number 4.
Well, that'd be Cordrick then. So first down for the Terrell Tigers from the 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. And the clock is ticking, 5:25 left in this half. One wide receiver for Terrell Tigers out by our bench. There's a toss sweep out to the right. Lead blocker out there is big number 88, Keandre Johnson, trying to get to the edge, which that's a pickup about 4.5 there on the first down play. Bring up second down and 6.
Yeah, it seems even when Corsicana makes a good play on our running play outside, Terrell is still already gained 4 yards.
Yeah, it's downfield.
Yeah, they're moving the sticks that way.
Same formation. We're closest to our bench, though. There's a turn, and Cooper throws it in the end zone. It's in and out of the hands of Keandre. Sorry, I was watching the play and not talking. He faked the toss one way, rolled out the other way, and his timing got off because he slipped. He didn't go down, but he slipped a little bit.
He did slip. But the other thing is, Chuck, that's the third pass he's sailed a little bit on.
Yeah.
Because even with the slip and everything, Keandre was open for him. And the pass just seemed a little high.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's adrenaline or just maybe not getting his feet set.
Yeah, well, we're going to do it again. We're going to roll out to the left side this time. The ball's going to go to number 4, and he's going to be flung out of bounds about the 9-yard line, which
That's going to be real close.
they're going to give him first down. It's going to be first and goal from the 9. Cordrick Johnson was the one that caught that ball. And I'll make this point about Cooper. He's left-handed.
And that was a beautiful left-handed rollout.
But when he rolls out to the right, that's hard for him because he's got to turn his body. He's got to turn his shoulders. So I'm not making excuses for him, but it's harder to do for a left-hander.
Right.
There's straight handoff over the right side, gets down to the Corsicana 4-yard line, so it's going to bring up second down and goal from the 4. I believe that was Keenan Morrow running the ball that time. Once again, running back by committee works out for us.
Running back committee, if you're the Cowboys, is one thing. Running back committee is Terrell is a whole other end of the spectrum.
It's actually at the 5-yard line, so second goal from the 5. Wing to the right, straight handoff up the middle. I believe that's number 3, Tamine Ambers. Oh, Corsicana rips the ball out. Nope, they're calling him down. They're calling him down. Looks like the ball's going to be spotted at the 2. So that's going to be third down goal from the 2-yard line. I didn't think the play was stopped.
Well, I kind of thought his forward progress was, and he didn't try to Superman like the Arkansas quarterback did 4 or 5 years ago and just leave it out, hang it out there for somebody to grab it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, Chuck, but you know what? I didn't know about those 2 catches that Corsicana got, so now we're even.
2 in the backfield behind Cooper, 1 single receiver up top. There's a crossing pattern in the back that went to number 3, Tamine Ambers, and he's over the right side for another Terrell Tiger touchdown.
That was a really, really nice drive, Chuck. The missed field goal, the great return on the missed field goal that was short. Gave Terrell a short field, but they did what they needed to. They punched it on in the end zone.
Now all we need to do is for Cooper to settle down a little bit and set his feet.
I think that last pass may have helped.
I think it did. I think it did too, because it went to and the one abundance kick is up and it's good there. 3:05 left. It's your Terrell Tigers 14, the Corsicana Tigers 6. He rolled out to his comfortable side. I'll put it like that.
Yeah.
And that I'm with you. That'll probably help him a whole lot.
I think it's going to help him. Are we going to stay? We're going to take a break, Chuck.
Now let's just stay here because it won't take very long to get in here.
I don't think so either.
And then we'll take one right before halftime.
Well, Corsicana is coming here, and you've got a young team. You got a new coach. He's got them believing. He's got them believing on what they can do. And they don't have anything to lose. And, they want to win just as much as everybody else. And before we started the game, I think I said that, it's a district game and anybody's going to win one. Terrell needs to remember this. Terrell, I think if their defensive front will step up like they did in that last series, I think they could take control of this ball game. But until they do, for an extended period of time, it's anybody's game.
I do agree with you there. Juan Budness is lining up for the kick at the 40-yard line. The backs, because of the change, their backs are against Ben Gill. He's going to be kicking into the cemetery. He's short, so it's going to be another pooch kick. And I've got commentary on the pooch kick because now he fields it at the 33, at the 28, and does not call a fair catch. Gets the ball out to the 33. So here's your point. If we don't pooch kick it closer to the 25, then we're giving up yardage.
That's kind of my deal. And, a pooch kick is a very effective weapon if you're consistently kicking it into the end zone.
Yeah.
And you get the return team that's going, okay, they're expecting to go in the end zone. Then you pooch it. Then you can get your guys down there, in a hurry. Not like an onside kick, but get them down there in a hurry to try to make a mistake on the receiving team's part. But here we go, defense.
Corsicana has 3 minutes here to do something with the ball. They have a trips look towards the Terrell bench. Quarterback's going to throw it out to the flat. There was a twin set in the towards the boundary of the field over by the Corsicana sideline. They threw it to the number 2 receiver. Who took a step back. He gets a minimal gain on the catch, about 1.5. Let's call it 1 second down 9 for Corsicana.
Brings up second down and 9.
Well, that's the best they've done on the outside.
From the 34.
You just have to throw it out there real fast.
Yeah. They're in the same formation, same hash mark. Quarterback is by himself because of the twins in the trip set. Those are across the middle. Oh, it's tipped and it goes up and down, and two Terrell Tigers almost had a chance at it. That was kind of a dangerous pass right there.
It really was.
He threw it into traffic.
Because of certain things that have happened in this first half, Corsicana doesn't have any timeouts left. So when they get the ball here, they don't have the option to get number 7 or number 0, running downhill with any type of fake or anything like that. And so I think the fact that Corsicana has burned all their timeouts is really a hindrance to them at this point.
Trips to the Terrell sideline. They're going to hand it off to number 7 in the backfield. Number 8 fills his linebacker role. That is Caden Valentine, who wraps up number 7 right at the line of scrimmage and does not allow him to go anywhere. So Coach Sedbury wants to save some
timeout.
Because
Terrell.
This is going to be
it's their first of the first half.
Terrell Tigers, so we'll take that with him. 2:05 left in this half. It's your Terrell Tigers 14, Corsicana Tigers 6. You're listening to Terrell Tiger football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101.
All right, Tiger fans, the XL7 is your place for youth sports. The start of the Fall Soccer League begins tomorrow, and we'd like to take this time to wish all of our teams the best of luck.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. Chuck Wheel and Jim Cooper right before halftime. It's homecoming night.
It is homecoming.
We haven't said a whole lot about homecoming.
Yep, it is homecoming. Happy homecoming to you, Chuck.
Thank you, Jim.
I like your mom.
Thank you. Oh my. And we can get into that discussion, but I'm afraid we might offend a lot of people about the Texas-sized moms that are out there now. Here's a punt by Corsicana. It's up, and it's a high ball. It does turn over, but it's fielded, fair caught and fielded at the 30-yard line. So Terrell Tigers, who have 2 more timeouts with 1:59 left in this half, let's see what they got to do.
Yeah, number 3 made a great business decision right there in fair catching that ball. But that was a really good punt. He got a lot. Not that it was the longest punt you've ever seen, but he got that thing high in the air, and it was covered.
The higher it went, the higher a punt goes, the more time your punt team has to cover downfield.
Right, and like you said, the ball turned over as it was in the air, and that means when it hits, it's going to bounce towards the end zone, not backwards. And by the young man Ambers, that was a great decision to make that catch. And, that's got to be – I never did return a punt or a kick or anything like that, but that's got to be a nerve-wracking thing to do.
Because you're looking at the ball, you're not seeing the people coming at you.
I think you're maybe seeing them in the back of your head. All right, come on, offense. Here we go.
Dead T look, Cooper under center. Well, and then we switch out of it. Wing T look and toss and a double back for Tamine Ambers. Corsicana does a great job on reading everything there. That's going to be a tackle for no gain, 30-yard line, second down at that same 10. Some reason the scoreboard has 11, but it's the same 10.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. They're marking it back. It is 11. So Cooper back. He's going to take it, and it's going to be a quarterback run. I think we are in. We're not going to do much with it. It doesn't look like. I think coach is being a little conservative with one run, and then the quarterback keeper that did not go anywhere. Cooper got back to the original line of scrimmage, so 3rd and 10 here.
I think that first run didn't go anywhere really affected exactly what he was going to do on second down. If he'd have made a little something there, it might have been different.
Cooper back, and he's throwing the ball deep. And, hey, there's a lot of – there's the flag right there. Number 5, that's Bryson Martin, was trying to get away from the Corsicana. Probably that's a free safety over there because he was the number 2 receiver in. And he had him wrapped up.
Yeah, that was an obvious pass interference call there, Chuck.
Now that changes the strategy, though.
Yeah, it does.
Because if you make the pass, it's downfield. But no matter what it is, they're going to bring it back because the pass interference is not a spot foul.
Pass interference, defense, number 16, 15-yard, automatic first down.
The other thing is, what are you, 30 yards from Wanabunda's? Let him try it at the last part of the half?
You could. Because I like the way Juan kicked.
Well, Juan kicked good. That first extra point was a little, that happens. But most of his kicks are booming.
Straight T in the backfield. Cooper was in the back. Corsicana stretches it all the way out to the Tiger bench. That's going to be a gain of about 1. And I guess coach is going to take another timeout here.
Timeout.
Going to talk to everybody and go,
Terrell.
Hey, we had
that second
lined up
of the first half.
Didn't work. So,
well, number 10 for Corsicana, Jerry Escamilla, he made a really good open field tackle there, Sean. Because Ambers is very elusive and a very hard runner, and he stepped right straight in front of him, and he ended up on his back as he tackled him, but he never let go. I mean, he made a really nice tackle.
Right.
Second down and 9.
Now, one thing that I haven't noticed a whole lot about, but it seems to me just by looking at body language, I'm not so sure Keandre feels good tonight. Johnson, number 88.
He hasn't been near as disruptive as what we've seen, and on the 2 passes that I remember he was targeted on, the snake didn't help him on those 2 passes. I mean, he had to. I mean, I know he's an athlete, but that's a pretty good vertical in pads to be able to catch either one of those.
Terrell comes out. They're at their own 46-yard line. Cooper looks like he might go under center here, and he does. Toss sweep. Oh. I tell you what that was fixing to be, Jim. That was going to be a halfback pass.
It was going to be a halfback pass,
Ball carrier number 3.
and the safety outlet was going to be Cooper, number 1, drifted right out there to that. So now we're going to let the clock run, and let's just go on in. Hey, we tried a few things. One thing worked, the rest of them didn't.
Now I'm a question Marvin on that last play, that halfback pass, because he was running the halfback pass into the boundary.
Yeah.
And you don't do yourself, in my opinion, from the press box, being an armchair coach, you don't do yourself any favors by running a halfback pass into the boundary, because you lose. You lose all that room, yeah.
Yep.
So 16.4 seconds left on the incomplete pass there. Juan Abundis is out because he does all of our kicking duties. So he's back to punt. He is standing at the 27-yard line. And the Corsicana receiver, number 2, I believe is what his number is, Jamarian Lewis. Oh, another fake punt.
And did he get it? Because it's
if it's
close.
Right, if it's right,
it's close.
Oh, they're going to have to measure that.
That's close.
Get on the ball and snap it.
And that was a good catch by number 14.
It was.
Because that ball had no rotation on it.
Yeah.
It was
a knuckleball.
It's
that third and final timeout of the first half.
Man.
All right, so looking at this,
they called it first down.
They did, but Marvin took his last time out because there's 4 seconds left.
Yeah.
The Corsicana coaches are not happy because the ball is spotted on our side of the 40.
Yeah.
The yard marker was actually on the Corsicana yard sideline of the 40, and they were arguing that it was not a first down. But guess what? They got all overruled, and it's first down. But there's 4 seconds left, so what do you do?
4 seconds left, so offensive line, give the snake some time. Let him chunk it down the field, because that's about all we got left here with 4 seconds.
Yeah. It's all good stuff. This has been a really good game.
And a very quick game.
Yeah, very quick. We had a visitor. I didn't even know we had a visitor. Somebody snuck in and snuck out. All right, Cooper is under center. Going to toss it back, number 3, and it's going to be a double reverse. And is Rice going to throw the ball? Rice is going to throw the ball, and it's going to be No, it's not. It's going to be dropped. Hey, how about a double reverse halfback pass to end the half?
Why not with 4 seconds?
I like it.
I agree.
All right, halftime here at Memorial Stadium. It's homecoming night. The class of '84 was having a reunion. They brought about. They said they were going to bring about 30 or 40 people. I'm sure they're here somewhere. I'm sure there's other classes that are doing the same thing. We're going to take a break here. Jim and I are going to kind of jabber along for a little while, and then we'll bring you the sounds of the Tiger Marching Band and the Tigerettes after that. So with that, it's halftime. It's your Terrell Tigers 14, the Corsicana Tigers 6. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM. All right, welcome back to the Jim Cooper halftime show.
Oh boy! No one wants to. No one listening to us wants to hear the Jim Cooper show. I can promise you that.
Jim, we don't have a whole lot of time talking between commercials and stuff like that, but we kind of think alike. I think that the Corsicana Tigers kind of got away from what they were doing that was working, which was the running game with number 7 and number 0. Terrell kind of took advantage of that, which your point being, we need to step up anyway.
That's true. The defensive line needed to hold their ground and just being able to get to that second level in a dead sprint, because that's what they were doing in the first half. Now, I think the clock basically did everything to get into Corsicana offensive coordinator's mind. He's seeing the clock. The fact that they had to burn those timeouts absolutely worked against them. And all of a sudden, he is trying to run that pro set and throwing the ball, and it almost came back to bite him. With Terrell, maybe, we talked about wanting to have one kicking there at the very end.
Right.
Well, he was lined up to kick, but it was a punt instead of a.
Yeah.
But it very easily after that, the pass interference call.
Hi, Brent. For our band. We'll cut it for our band. Brent, David. Hey, I'm going to give props to Brent, Studio 101, because he does everything. He's done a great job for years with Terrell ISD, but he keeps the press box going, and he keeps us in line. So.
Yeah, thank you, Brent.
No, it's not duct tape for you. It's gaff tape. There you go.
Yeah, but, after that, it's just a mindset, Chuck. And, sometimes you can get a little too cute. You gotta, I don't want to be Darryl Royal and dance with who brung in, and go back to all those things. But there's a lot of truth to if you've got something working, why are you going away from it? I don't understand that.
Now I'm going to go the other direction that you went with the clock. The thing that we made point about in the first quarter, each team only had one possession.
That's right.
And you shorten that, and you get into the second quarter, and there wasn't many possessions in the second quarter either, because we're both a running team.
Right.
But that comes into play because you're pressed, because you're behind.
Right. And that's human nature as a coach, but you weren't that far behind.
You were down by one at one point.
Right. I get what you're saying, but
I mean, you're a touchdown and a 2-point conversion away from being tied.
Yeah.
So,
the good thing is Terrell's getting the ball to start the second half. That will help. But the other thing is the Terrell defense stiffened up.
Yeah.
They stiffened up, and instead of letting Corsicana go down there and take the lead on their second long drive, and as you're holding serve, they were going down to take their second touchdown drive, and they got stopped. And then things went really wrong for the Corsicana Cats because of the field goal.
The field goal attempt, that's right.
The field goal attempt that was such a long attempt, and Terrell's coaching staff being Johnny on the spot and having a returner back there to do that. I mean, whoever saw that before 5 years ago when the Auburn game happened? I've never seen anybody back there doing that, but
right.
It's a smart thing to do.
It is, especially on something long like that. You put them back there just in case, and that's what it is. Now, not to take anything away from Corsicana, because like we just said, they're a touchdown and a 2-point conversion away from this game being tied. I, like you, we're going to be homers when we think that Terrell's a better team. I truly believe Terrell's a better team. But I'm not taking anything away from Corsicana because their offensive line is doing a good job because they were making run lanes for number 0 and number 7. And you got to give it to the wide receivers. They haven't thrown the ball a whole lot proficiently, but those two long, especially the long pass play on the opposite side of the field where the kid climbed the ladder and grabbed that.
Oh, my God.
God, I mean, if they had tried that anymore, would it have worked? Maybe, I don't know. But the receivers are really good from Corsicana.
Yeah, well.
They're not oversized, and they're not going to outrun us, but their hands are good.
Their hands are good. And the touchdown was a catch in the end zone. Now, it happens to be the furthest point from our location in the press box to not be able to see exactly what happened in that corner. But both times, the Terrell defender was right there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was right there. So it was great catches both times by the receivers and good passes, too. You know, you had both of those factors in there. Hey, Corsicana's playing hard. It's a district game. They want to win, just like everybody else wants to win. Sure.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Now, one thing that I think probably Marvin and his staff are in there talking about right now is they're probably going, hey, we've done this, we've done that, we've run the ball, they're probably talking to Cooper a little bit about calming down a little bit and making sure that he sets his feet. They're probably going, hey, a couple of those passes are our fault because we had you rolling out the other side. But, you know, you've got to grow up and be able to throw that ball also.
Right.
I think from Terrell that we see more of what we saw last week, a little more mix in the second half.
I think for sure that we will see in the running game, we'll definitely see a little more mix of getting to the outside because every time Terrell's trying to run to the outside, they've gained positive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The only time they've been stopped for anything less than about 4 yards were on great open field tackles.
Mm-hmm.
So, but no, I think you will see more of Cooper throwing the ball. But I think they're going to be more of the quick timing routes and everything like that rather than the balls being down the field to begin with.
Yeah. I agree with you. Now, one joke that it wasn't a joke, it was a comment that you made last week is that the MVP of the second half last week against Mount Pleasant was the offensive coordinator in his play calls. And after games, Marvin and I texted a little bit. And I relayed that to him about how we thought the MVP of the second half was the play caller. And guess who the play caller is? Marvin.
Probably him. Yeah, Marvin. There you go. Hey, well, props, man. He called a great game.
Yeah, I thought so, too.
Yeah.
Now, one thing about Corsicana, though, coming out, what do you think their coaches are talking about?
Well, their coaches right now are telling their defensive ends or their outside linebackers, however their responsibilities may lay, to contain. When Terrell has the ball, do your job and contain because they can get hurt with the speed going around the corner. That's what they're telling the defense. Otherwise, the Corsicana's defense has played very, very well. I mean, the couple of big plays the biggest two plays we've seen have been a fake punt and a punt or a field goal return.
Right.
You know, because those have been the two biggest yardage plays for the Terrell Tigers.
Right.
You know, there haven't been huge chunks at a time.
Right.
Now, you can't continually keep giving up 6 or 7 at a time. That's not a winning formula either. But I think the defense is, I think the defense is playing a pretty good game, and I think they probably pumped them up. Chuck, it could, Terrell running the ball. I mean, but Terrell could be up 2 to 3 scores.
Mm-hmm.
And that's me being a homer, just like you said. We're homers, and that's the way we think. Now, offensively, man, you got to get back to what you were doing right and see if that still works. And I know nobody, and you're going to get mad at me because I've been saying it for 2 years, and I say it when we text during college games and everything else. But if you will run the ball, there's always that, the fake.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's just basic. It's basic offense that you just don't see it anymore because of the way the sets are.
Yeah. Well, and I'm going to agree with you about we would be, in my opinion, this game would be more open right now if we made more the pass plays that went for nothing, because then you're not one-dimensional. You're two-dimensional at that time with your running game or passing game. Then I think that would open up, and that's why I think they're talking to Cooper in their, when we call this, set your feet, get it set. Yeah. And then the running game, you can also be one-dimensional in the running game too,
right?
Which is what Corsicana got into there for a while. We're kind of in the one-dimensional because we're running outside because we know we can beat them.
Right.
But you can't take away from the inside run either.
Oh, no.
Because that'll open up.
It opens up
everything. Yeah.
It's, this is all just basic stuff, and it's easy up here, but when you're 16 years old and you're out there in your pads.
On a hot, blazing hot night.
Oh, my gosh, it's hot out there.
It was 101 today, and when I was leaving the office, going back home.
Well, it was just horribly hot out there. And
Please give another round of applause for the Corsicana.
I have a good feeling about the second half. I've only seen live 3 halves. This wasn't a bad half, and it's the worst one I've seen. And so I have really, really high expectations for what Terrell might do, and it'll be really interesting to see what some of the other people in the district are doing is when we wrap up tonight and we kind of go to the other scores with our other people.
Well, I tell you what, why don't I just give some scores right now before the Tiger Band and the Tigerettes take the field. Yeah. The big game, well, they're all big games because it's in district, but the game that is interesting right now is out in Ennis. Okay. Ennis and Kaufman are playing right now. And Ennis being one of the top dogs, perennial top dogs, it's a tie ball game out in Ennis, 14-14. Mm-hmm. So that's a close game. Now Poteet traveled out to Crandall, and Poteet is all over Crandall at this point in time, 24-7.
And that surprises me hard. Really surprises me, but okay.
Yeah. And then Midlothian and Greenville must be down again this year because Midlothian is 40-11 out in Greenville right now. So we're going to take a break here. We're going to give you all the opportunity to listen to the Tiger Band, which plays for the Tigerettes, and then they'll do part of their show after that. So we'll come back with the third quarter in about 15 minutes. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KBYK. Yes, Chuck, thank you. The score is 14-6. Terrell 14, Corsicana 6. You're listening to KBYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM.
Year 2024-2025 Tigerette officers are Junior Lieutenant Jill Stewart, Senior Lieutenant Sandra Brown, Senior Lieutenant Brianna Scrambler, Senior First Lieutenant Malaya Verdorn, and the 2024-2025 Senior Captain Mackenzie Knowles. Tigerettes of the Week are Morelli Garcia and Christine Burns. Tonight, the Tigerettes will be performing an exciting palm routine to the classic Don't Go Breaking My Heart, performed by the Terrell High School Band. appreciation of their continued support, the Tigerettes would like to thank their family and friends, the Tiger Band, High School Principal Earl Gilmore, Terrell ISD staff and administration, Superintendent Dr. Georgianne Warnock, the Terrell ISD Board of Trustees, as well as the community and taxpayers of Terrell. Thank you again for your support. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your Terrell Tiger Band. Drum majors of the band are Jonathan Maldonado, Guillermo Flores, and Kevin Espinosa. Band directors, Ashton Carter, Jose Leanos, Leo Chavez, Cordy Collins, and Roderick Boyce. Band member of the week is Jorge Vera. Section of the week is the flute section. Guard member of the week, Zoe Montoya. Terrell's 2024 marching show is entitled What Grows After, including soloist performances from Braden Sikora on euphonium, Brighton Craig on trumpet, Alexa Madden on flute, and Josue Gallegos on soprano saxophone.
The Terrell Tiger Band would like to thank the parents, teachers, and school administration for all your support this marching season.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the field the Corsicana Tigers. And now, Terrell fans, welcome back to the field, your Tigers!
Welcome back, Studio 101 fans. We're coming back from halftime, and Jim and I are just talking about what might happen in the second half. Ball control, we're talking about ball control. The good thing is right now is that we won the toss at the beginning of the game, and we deferred to the second half, which means we had the first possession.
I think that's going to be critical. Terrell needs to come out and set the tone. Let's see what they do with their running game. We talked about how successful they were outside, but how they had to keep the counter plays and everything on the inside. Keep feeding them that. And see what they've done with Cooper to see
set to kick off.
Got his confidence back.
Number 25,
he had a tremendous game last week. He was throwing the
back
ball.
deep to receive for Terrell. Number 5, Bryson
the first part of this game, even though that last pass up to you was very good. So let's see if we can't turn that around.
Here's a kick for Corsicana to start the second half. It's a pooch kick, fielded at the 28-yard line, bobbled back there, and I'll get you a number in a minute. That's number 13 for Terrell, Ryan Thomas. He fielded that. He did what he could to get past the 30-yard line.
Number 13, Ryan Thomas.
Unfortunately,
tackle made by number 16.
But you know what? That's okay because the Terrell offense is about to come out, and we'll see what they have in their what they've learned at halftime, all the adjustments that they've made.
Keep on Harvey.
I'm thinking they're fixing to run the ball. I don't think. I think they became so successful with it in the first half, Chuck. Why wouldn't you go back to it?
Well, that's a wing T set. That's a Marvin
Tigers
Sedgwick
begin their drive from their own 31-yard line.
Control the clock type of offense, and I'm not disagreeing with you there one bit. Matter of fact, we're lined up in a regular wing T, of the first snap out of the box. It looks like Cooper tried to miss the exchange
Fumble on the
there.
play, recovered by number 1.
Bobbles it. It's going to bring up a
Cooper Kennemer.
Is that a 3-yard loss? 2-yard loss. Back to the 29.
Play results in a loss of 2.
So second down and 12 for the Terrell Tigers.
Brings up second down and 12.
That's unfortunate.
From the Terrell 29.
Can't be overcome with a good play here, but that's an unfortunate way to start their half. I like you. I think they they went in at halftime and they were pumping Cooper up, saying, "Hey, dude, you got this. You just need to calm down and do this." And then the first exchange out under center, he gets bobbled. But that second down is here now.
Same formation for Terrell. Cooper's back. He fakes the handoff. He throws the ball down field. He's trying to connect with number 5, Ryson Martin, but we are off the mark, and Marvin Sedberry is on the field. He's complaining about something that probably was not called.
Yep.
Because Ryson was also looking at the officials. I did not see the beginning of the route though.
And where Sedberry was pointing and what he was talking to, I think that receiver was probably about 5 yards past when the defensive back engaged him, which, after a certain period of time, then that becomes pass interference.
Now, Mr. Whitehat has called an official timeout, not charged to either side. Marvin's on the field talking to his people. He's talking to Mr. Whitehat, who is not going to give him the time of day. So I'm wondering what that exchange was all about, because Marvin was actually, it looked like he's pointing to the middle of the field, if not the sideline.
Yeah.
The Corsicana sideline.
And the Corsicana coaches came out and huddled with their guys briefly. Terrell kind of took their time there. I've never seen just decide to official timeout just for the heck of it in the middle of a game. But there you go.
All right, big shift here. Lined up backwards from what Coach wanted. Wide receiver towards the Corsicana bench. Fake handoff in the back. Corsicana is reading that. They are bringing a lot of pressure, wearing out the edge of the Terrell Tiger front. Another tackle for loss back 5-yard line brings up 4th down 16 for the Tigers. Not a auspicious start for the Terrell Tigers.
No, just about everything you didn't want to have happen just happened during those sets right there. All right, Juan, let's give us a good punt. Let's play some defense.
Juan standing at the 11-yard line waiting on the snap. The punt returners for Corsicana are standing at the 45. It's going to be fielded at the 42-yard line, and he goes north and south. He's doing everything that a punt returner is supposed to do. Run north and south and get as much field position as you can, and he did a great job on that run. He's down at the Terrell Tiger 31-yard line. Great field position for the Corsicana Tigers.
Well, Juan had a very nice long punt, but he didn't get a lot of air. And that line drive kick allowed that returner to get kind of a running start at it, and the coverage team not to be able to get down and get in their gaps like they were supposed to.
Now, here comes Corsicana. They're lined up with twin set towards our sideline. The ball is on the hash mark closest to their bench. Quarterback's in the pistol formation. I call it the strong pistol because there's a back right next to him, and there's a crossing handoff in the back. It goes to number 7, which we thought he might start getting a load of the ball. He goes around the right side of the Corsicana front. He gains, 7 yards, 8 yards on that first down play from scrimmage, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. He got 3rd down and 3. He got 7 yards on that.
Yep. And, Chuck, it was kind of one of those things where he was still running to the outside, but it wasn't a sweep. He was kind of veering to the outside, but it wasn't a sweep, so that the Terrell speed was a little bit negated.
It was an 8-yard gain, 2nd down and 2. Corsicana's lined up with trips to the left side. Ooh, number 66 there. That is Zamonte Smith comes in and puts the hit on number 7. Right in the middle of the line of scrimmage. However, number 7, that's Mark Brown, leaned forward as he's been doing all night long and gets the first down for Corsicana at the 22-yard line, so 1st and 10.
That's the toughest first down he's got tonight, I tell you that, because Mr. 66 put a load on him on that. That was a good tackle.
Mm-hmm. For sure. 8:50 left in the 3rd quarter. It's your Terrell Tigers 14, Corsicana 6. Corsicana's moving the ball on a short field. And there is a timeout. Corsicana coaches didn't like something that was lined up, so we'll go ahead and take that
their
timeout.
first of the second half.
Terrell Tiger football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101. Welcome back to. Sorry, Jim and I make jokes all the time, and we're not right some of the time, but you know what? We have fun. Coming out of the timeout, we got we have twin to the top side, Corsicana side of the field, and single receiver down here. Corsicana's 1st and 10. There's a handoff to number 7. He picks and chooses his way over the left side of the offensive front. He gets a good 3, maybe 4 yards out of that, down to the 19-yard line.
That's a good solid run, but a good solid tackle too.
Oh yeah,
that's what we've been seeing all night from both these teams.
Absolutely.
Terrell's going to have to come up with something though. They're going to have to. Their defensive line is going to have to do something to stop number 7 or number 0.
Single receiver up top. Trips down here closest to our bench. They are on the wide side of the field. There's a mismatch up top, and that's who he's going to throw to. He throws behind the receiver. The receiver and the quarterback were not on. They had a size mismatch out there, but that's going to bring up 3rd down at the same 7 to go.
Yeah, the quarterback thought he was going to just run a little button to stop, and the receiver decided he was going to go ahead and run a skinny post.
Yeah.
So it didn't work out.
They still have that mismatch up top. Same formation, same look. Trips to our side, the wide side of the field. Single receiver up top to the short side of the field, the Corsicana side. They are moving towards the cemetery end, the scoreboard end of the field. And they're going to look at it again. He's going to throw it up, and there is no play there. Good defensive positioning there by number 18? DeMarze Spencer. Good position there. That's going to bring up 4th down. That's kind of what the Tigers needed to come up with some sort of a stop.
Yeah, and you know the thing is, it just looks so inviting when you got that kid that's got 6 inches on him. But you can't make your Terrell Tigers any taller. But he got in a good position to make sure that didn't happen.
Field goal attempt here by Corsicana, and he's got a good leg. Did it make it in? I don't think it made it in. No, it did not. It fell short of the goalpost and bounced out of the back of the end zone. So that's a good turnover on downs on the field goal try. Terrell Tigers will get the ball there at the 19-yard line, and we need a better offensive output on this drive.
Well, yeah, since our last one was, what, -8? Something like that? -4, -8? I'm not
negative
sure.
yardage for sure.
Yeah. I think we're going to see it. I think it all started with that missed snap on that first one. It just maybe gets in these young kids' heads. You got kids that are juniors that are just now starting this year. I think a little confidence will go a long way with a couple of good plays.
A little motion out, and Corsicana has figured something out to get to the outside. They're stunning. They're slanting one way or the other to make get the jump on taking the edge away, and that's one of the adjustments that they have made at halftime, and it's working out for them right now because they're beating us to the edge.
Yep.
Tackle for loss there, 2nd down and 12. Back at the 18.
So you play offensive coordinator. Now do you counter back to counteract the fact that they're trying to rush the edge,
or run a trap play up the middle? Yeah, quick hitter.
Yeah,
quick hitter will get them. Cooper. Handoff right up the middle. There you go. Number 4 is met at the 3rd level. He gains a lot of that lost yardage back at the, he gets out the 25-yard line, it looks like, is where they're going to spot it. So that's when we're at 3rd down and a long 5 to go. But your point, my point right then, it's come back and run something that they're not looking for because they're taking away the edge at this point.
You can't take away everything. So as an offense, if you can pick the point they're not trying to take away from, that helps you.
Both sides of the ball. The quick hitter up the middle again. That goes to number 3. He does some juke in there. I'm sorry, that's not number 3. That's number 4. That's Colbert Johnson with some shifty moves there. He gets all the way out to the 36-yard line. Where they're going to smoke the ball, 36-yard line. So that's another first down for the Terrell Tigers.
Yeah. Once again, the MVP of last week knows exactly what he's doing, and he saw exactly what you were seeing, Chuck, that they had made that adjustment at halftime. Well, let's adjust back. See how quick you can adjust back.
Wing set up to the right. Cooper's going to throw the ball. Oh. He had him wide open and just overthrew him. That was going to be a pretty ball. Let me tell you, number 10, Noah Lewis, excuse me. He was 3 steps in front of the Corsicana defender.
Yeah, he was open. I hate that was Connor's first pass of the half. I sure would have liked to seen some little timing route or something to get him kind of a little more comfortable before we went downfield. But you got to take the shots when they're open.
You basketball guys call those high percentage shots.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right.
Let's do a layup before we do a 3.
That's right. There's twins to the right side of the offensive front, and this is Cooper by himself. He picks up probably 11 yards, I think, like that on the quarterback keeper directly up the middle. It's going to move the sticks and give another first down out at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, that was a design run for the quarterback there. That was all the way. And, we haven't seen that tonight. That's the first time I believe we've seen the design run from the quarterback, maybe once in the first half.
I think we saw it once in the first half that didn't go anywhere because Corsicana ate it up.
Right.
But since they're doing more stunts to try to take away the edge, the middle's opened up and they haven't adjusted back yet.
Right.
Single receiver towards our bench. Cooper's going to roll out and he was probably going to look to throw the ball, but you know what? He's got some shifty feet himself. It looks like he gets into Corsicana territory down to the 44-yard line, which is about a yard short of the first down. I'm sorry, they're moving the sticks.
They're moving the sticks.
All right.
That was generous of our sideline crew. Now I think they're moving them back.
I thought he was about a yard short.
I thought so too, but hey, don't look a gift horse, right? I mean, if they want to move the sticks, move them.
They got to put the sticks back in the right place, though.
Well, that's true because he's certainly not that long. He's not 3 yards short.
Coach, you need to get them to get the sticks back in the right place.
Yeah, I thought he was a little closer than that. Maybe it was a spot I'm missing. I don't know.
I don't know. Bottom line is Cooper did a good job on that run. He looked like he was going to throw the ball. And, oh, wow, there is a good handoff to number 4. That's Corsicana Johnson, who gets hit in the second level at the 40-yard line. But that is good enough for a Tiger first down.
It is good enough for a Tiger first down. And had that young man, that safety not come up and knock his feet out from under him, that was a really nice tackle. But there was another 15 or 20 yards on that.
Corsicana will probably shift gears and get further down the field. Because he does have some fast wheels. 1st and 10 for the Tigers from the Corsicana 40-yard line. Everybody in tight except for one wide receiver. Cooper is under center. There's a straight handoff right up the middle once again that goes for about 9, maybe 10. Nope, this one spotted at the...
Yeah, they're moving the chains again, Shay.
No, they're not moving the chains.
Back.
We need to fire the chain crew because they keep moving the sticks.
They are enthusiastic about moving for a first down, aren't they?
Yeah. And if I was a Corsicana coach, I would have a problem too.
Yeah. It's understandable.
Because they're moving the sticks before the
timeout. Officials, timeout.
Are asking them to.
Yeah. Official timeout.
Yeah, because he's got every right to complain about that.
Absolutely, he does. Yeah, you're right.
We're talking about the Corsicana coach. 3:16 left in the third quarter. It's Terrell 14, Corsicana 6, and what we're talking about is the. Was it close to a first down? Yeah.
Yes.
But the yard markers are moving before they're told to, and the Corsicana coach has a problem with it, and we both agree that he's got every right to have a problem with it.
Yeah. And now are they moving them back?
Well, they should, because we were 1 yard short of a first down for the second time in the same drive.
Hey, we're playing in Terrell, man. We're supposed to be nine's close to 10. Golly. All right, so now we're at second down.
Second down and 1 from the 31-yard line for the Terrell Tigers.
Yeah, they didn't get their free hot dog from the FFA at the concession stand at halftime or something.
Well, the drawback, Jim, is momentum, rhythm for the Terrell offense.
Sure, absolutely.
Because that takes time for all that mess to get reset. So, all right, now we're back. Here's wing to the left. That's Keandre. Fake sweep, fake toss, and then giving it back underneath, which we also talked about that to number 3. He gets across the 25-yard line, but there is a flag way back in the secondary.
Okay, I see it there now.
We're waiting on to see what this is going to be. Let me turn my speaker mic up and see if I can hear.
I really didn't see anything happening about it down there, but I also wasn't looking there. So.
Yeah, we were watching
There is no penalty for blocking the back. The result of the play, first down, Terrell.
Okay. Blocking the back, downfield, away from the play, which always drives coaches crazy. They talked about it. They decided it was not there. And here we go, moving the sticks again. Golly. 24-yard line. We know it's a first down this time because it was way past the sticks for the first down this time.
Now they're afraid to move them.
Yeah, and they probably should be. We have Twins to our sideline. The ball is on the hash mark closest to Corsicana. Fake toss back, and Cooper keeps it. We're seeing a little more of the quarterback keeper here. It looks like he gains about 3 yards on that, so it should bring up second down and 7 for Terrell. Scoreboard says he got 2 on that, so second down and 8. I'm not arguing with the math teacher about what she puts on the scoreboard.
I wouldn't. She might make you do some algebra.
Yeah. All right, here's Cooper rolling out to the. We both said at the same time.
Yeah.
So the ball was going to number 5. It was a decent looking throw. It was going to be behind number 5. But then Corsicana got it and tipped it up a little bit. And then number 7 for Terrell, Zyron James, had a chance to catch it at the goal line, but it fell short there. So the good thing, number 1, it wasn't an interception, and it fell to the ground as an incomplete pass. But you know, they're giving Cooper some chances here to throw the ball.
Well, and even though that pass was behind it, as far as it was the best looking pass he's had this half.
Oh, put the ball on the carpet. We can't do that. The exchange there between quarterback and running back did not go very well. That's going to bring up loss of 2, so it's back at the 25-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down and 10. I'm sorry, 24-yard line.
A lot of bonus time. 41-yard.
Coaches turn around, and here comes jumbo package.
Okay.
No. There's one right there.
Okay.
All right, so good. We're going to get to see Juan Bundes. Coach, you might have to burn a timeout because your play clock is getting short.
Don't make him go 5. Yeah, he had to burn the timeout.
Yep, he did. Because the ball
Terrell,
looks like
it's their first
field goal
of the second half.
T is at the 31, so this is going to be a 41-yard attempt by one. I think he's probably got enough leg.
I think he's got plenty of leg.
Yeah.
It's just
accuracy.
He's got to make his normal smooth motion, and he'll be fine. It's just, once you get past that 30-yard line, does it get in a young kid's head?
Yeah.
Would be, but I think he's got plenty of leg to do it. I have confidence that he's going to make this. I just hate the fact that we had to burn that time out. Of course, Corsicana's had to burn one this half too.
Yeah.
But this is our. I guess I was fixing to say this is our first possession in half. No, we had that one really short possession that was negative yards.
Yeah.
But man, it'd be nice to get something out of this.
Now, what I'm looking at is Corsicana is not doing like we did and put somebody under the goalpost. So here's the snap. Here's Juan's kick. Ooh, it's got plenty of distance. That's good.
Yeah.
That's got to be good. Yes, sir. Juan Abundant's kick. 41-yard field goal there. Puts the Terrell Tigers up 17-6 with a minute left in this half. That was a good kick, Jim.
Beautiful kick. Beautiful kick. That could have been another 10 yards.
I think so too.
That's a beautiful kick.
Now, what the good is the kick was good. We're up 17-6. The not so good is we sputtered some on offense there.
We did.
I'm not sure that's Corsicana. I think that was us sputtering.
I agree. That long pass down there that was almost intercepted, even though it was thrown behind. What I was trying to say before we got in a hurry there was that was the nicest ball I've seen him throw, besides the little rollout to the left there.
Spiral-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was tight. It looked like he really, because everything else, it seems like it's just been floating on him.
Yeah.
Everything's been high. Everything's been floating.
And I'm going to go back to I think that's technique. I think that's happy feet, not setting your feet.
Yep.
And I'm agree with you. That ball right there, even though it was behind him, not to beat that dead horse, but it was a good spun up ball, and it did look good going downfield. It was just a little behind the receiver.
Well, now's going to be the time for the the coverage team to do their job.
Another pooch from Juan Abundance is going to be fielded at the 18-yard line. So that'll come out to the 25. And Corsicana will take over there with 59.7 seconds left in the third quarter. It is Terrell 17, Corsicana 6. We'll just keep it right here because of the time on the clock.
Well, it's time for the Terrell defense to step in. On a night when the offense seems to be sputtering, what do you have to have? You're going to have your defense step up.
Mm-hmm.
And, hey, let's get this ball back. Let's get it back and give the offense a chance to rectify some of the mistakes they've made here previous tonight.
Corsicana's got the trips in the wide side of the field. Of course, they're going to throw it back to the short side of the field. It is a pitch and catch. It was a catch, but there was no yak yards. Yak yards. There were no yards after catch because number 30 for Terrell, don't know who number 30 is. I don't have him. Oh, it's 33. That's Omari Thompson.
Right.
It was right there, and the Corsicana receiver didn't have anywhere to go.
But he did pick up 6.
He did pick up 6, second and 4. 27 seconds left for the Corsicana Tigers in this third. Pistol formation trips to one side. Number 7 in the backfield gets the ball. He does not. He does gain yardage, but he does not get the first down for Corsicana. It looks like he's going to be about 1.5 yards short, maybe 2 yards short. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 for Corsicana. I think we're going to go to quarter at this and just flip the field. And that's exactly what's going to happen. All right, so the end of the third quarter here at homecoming
of the third quarter.
at Memorial Stadium, Leon Vineyard Field. It's your Terrell Tigers 17, Corsicana Tigers 6. You're listening to Terrell Tiger football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101. All right, welcome back to Terrell Tiger football. Change of the quarter. Corsicana's backs are against the scoreboard or the cemetery end, and the Tiger backs are against the north end of the field or the Ben Gill part. It's 3rd and 2 for Corsicana. Trips to the wide side, which is their side of the field. It's quarterback keeper all the way, and I'm not sure he made that.
He did not make that.
If they're going to spot the ball at the 34, that is a yard short, and that's exactly where they're spotting it.
Well, Chuck, I whispered to you just while we were in break there. I said, Tiger had I don't know that the Tigers have stopped him on 3rd and 2. Well, they certainly did right then. So make a liar out of me. That's okay with me.
They're lined up the same way this time, the same play. And guess what? The Terrell Tigers won the offensive line of scrimmage. That ball goes over on downs. It's actually a tackle for loss. What a great play in the middle.
Tremendous play. I believe number 66 was in the middle of that part of that, wasn't he?
66 is in the middle of everything. That's that's Zamonte Smith. He holds down the middle of that off the defensive front. So that was a great play by the front 7 of Terrell.
Do you question maybe the strategy by the Corsicana folks on your own 34 with this much time left?
I think you try it. I mean, if you're going to try it once, but don't go to the well twice. There is a great run by number 4, Cordrick Johnson. There's a handoff from Cooper that goes over the right side of the offensive front. He gets down, I believe. If we're going to move the sticks again, I guess it's a first down. We're going to give it to him. There's number 4 straight up the middle, and Cordrick. There was an extra defender back there. He's dressed in white and black stripes. He had to try to go around the back judge back there.
Do we have an injury?
There is a Corsicana Tiger down there at the 10-yard line. So, yes, we've got an injury.
Injury timeout.
So let's take another short break.
Corsicana.
You're listening to Terrell Tiger football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, in Studio 101.
Previous play, gain of 11 yards, and good for another Terrell Tiger.
All right, coming back, here's the snap and a stretch play, number 3, over the right side. He gets all the way inside the 5-yard line. I believe he's down to the 3-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and goal for the Tigers from the 3. Tamaya and Ambers found a lot of room. The offensive line and Big Keandre Johnson did a good job of making a run in there.
They did. They opened up a huge lane, and the Tigers are going with urgency, too. They're snapping the ball quick.
Cooper is under center, 2 in the backfield behind him. Fake, toss sweep, and it's going to be Cooper Kinnemer in the end zone for a quarterback keeper touchdown. How about that? This drive has had Cooper Kimball written all over it.
It really did, and that 34 yards. That was that 4 plays.
Yeah,
4 plays, 34 yards, and like I said, they came out with a sense of urgency. They were snapping the ball fast.
here is the Wanabundus extra point attempt. That drive coach is crazy, and I'll tell you what I just saw. Juan's got it up, and after making that field goal, this extra point is good also. So that brings this score with 10:18 left in this ball game, homecoming ball game. Your Terrell Tigers 24, Corsicana Tigers 6. What drives coaches crazy are people that don't pay attention to the game. You just made a touchdown. It's extra point time. You're on the extra point team. Why are you not out there already?
Right.
So, there's 2 of us running out there trying to get set up. That drives coaches crazy because that's a mental thing.
Yeah, but these are 16-year-old kids, Chuck. How much attention do they have if it's not on an iPhone? I didn't say that. If I said that out loud, I didn't mean to. But you know what, though? It's been a relatively penalty-free game. There haven't been a lot of turnovers and those type of mistakes. I think there's been just some missed chances on executions, but otherwise they played a really
Clean game.
yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
I think so.
And,
We'd be remiss if we didn't say that Marvin has a new set of uniforms here for homecoming, which has the names of all the players on the back.
Oh,
That's a new look this week for Terrell.
how about that? I didn't know they were there. I'm just glad I was seeing the numbers.
Yep. There's a pooch kick from Monabundus, and let me tell you what, there is Omari Thompson once again not letting the kick returner get very far at all. That was a big hit by Omari
That
Thompson.
was a big hit. That kid wasn't going anywhere after that. I don't know how you make a bigger hit since you can't lead with your helmet anymore.
Yeah, watching the Ags last week, there were those 2 targeting calls last week that one of them was kind of iffy to me, and one wasn't targeting at all, in my opinion. But I'm not a red and black and white shirt calling the game either. But it's all for player safety. I get it.
Sure.
But wow, there's Corsicana. They need to do something. They're going to come out throwing the ball, and it is a pitch and catch out to the flat. But there is, golly, is that the entire secondary on top of that kid already?
Yeah.
Right at the line of scrimmage. So that's a pass play for 1 yard gain.
Yeah. That 4th down conversion Corsicana didn't get has put them in the exact position they didn't want to be. Because now they're going to be trying to throw the ball.
Well, yes, agreed, very much so. The other thing is that their tires are about to get flat if they can't do something on this drive. There's another pass play, and that's an interception right at the 50-yard line. And that is, who is that? That's number 6. That's Ibrahim Fofana making that interception right at the 50-yard line, and that will deflate a team also.
Absolutely. Well, the Tigers knew they were going to throw the ball.
Yeah.
And, the Tigers secondary has been really, really solid all year. Last week against, to me, was a far superior quarterback from what we were seeing tonight. They held up except for one pass that I can think of last week. That's a tremendous play by that young man. That puts Terrell right
Dead
where
ball.
they want to be because
Unsportsmanlike on the offenses. Number 75.
Yep. I think
Dead ball.
he does.
Unsportsmanlike.
But he rushed the ball 3 times.
Defense. Number 8. Those penalties offset. First down.
I certainly
Terrell.
Yeah, there's no doubt
That
about
is both players first towards disqualification.
In a game like this, they've got to do something because they've got thorns in their tires and they're losing air quick.
Yep, they're about to get to the rims and be in the ditch.
Here comes Terrell off the sidelines. They are on the hash mark closest to our bench, 44-yard line, 1st and 10. One wide receiver out towards the Corsicana bench. And we're flipping him over to the side. And I've noticed something here, Jim, is that we've made some offensive adjustments with personnel.
All right.
So we've got some young men in there that have not been in the game yet, and that's Cooper Kennemer once again with the quarterback keeper over the right side, which is the short side of the field. He does a great job. Looks like he picks up about 6. So his run stats are getting up there a little bit now, down to the 38-yard line. 2nd down and 4 for the Terrell Tigers. Cooper under center once again. It looks like he wants to throw the ball down the field. And what a great ball, and just out of reach. Another ball that's just a little too tall for the receiver.
Yes, sir.
I think it was in the right spot.
Yeah, I
just
think
too
so,
far in front of the receiver.
Yeah, that one doesn't bother me near like the other ones that were high because the kid was standing there wide open. I mean, that was a tough throw because Corsicana had decent coverage on that. If he'd have thrown it to the inside, Corsicana was there.
One wide receiver out, wing back, moving from right to left. Here's another quarterback keeper. Not feeling a whole lot of anybody, but Cooper does a great job getting to the 39, which is going to move the sticks. Another Terrell Tiger 1st down.
I think we've made some changes over on our chain gang shop. That we moved one of the guys to the down marker versus the end of the 2 chains. So I think we're
5
in
yards
good shape.
gained on the play. Good for another Terrell Tiger.
39-yard line, 8:19 left. Terrell 24, Corsicana 6. Terrell on the move. There's another fake handoff, and Cooper. He breaks free. Cooper's going to be in the end zone for his 2nd touchdown tonight. Cooper's 3rd? I missed it. Yeah. Cooper Kennemer's having a good game on the ground.
Yes, he is. Those passes are sailing high. He's picking it up with leaders. Yeah, he had that one little short touchdown in the 1st half. So.
That's right.
So that's 3 for him tonight.
That brings the score with 8:05 left. Terrell 30, Corsicana 6, waiting on the Juan Abundis extra point attempt. Waiting on that snap. Here it is. Oh, bad snap, bounce. He still got it through. The holder filtered that because it bounced right before him. He did a good job of getting that ball back up and where Juan could make contact with it.
Oh, that was a great job.
All right, Terrell 31, Corsicana 6. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM.
When the game ends, we ask you to please refrain from entering the field and exit the stadium in a safe and orderly fashion. Once again, fans, we ask that you do not come on the field and exit the stands immediately following the game. Thank you.
Welcome back. Cooper Kennemer on the ground tonight. What do you think?
Oh, man, very, very impressive. He's got a lot more speed than what I really thought he had. I mean, he took off on that last one and left some people trailing. Sean, it was 14-6 at the half. Terrell came out and had just a disaster in the 1st drive. But their defense turned it over on downs down the short field. Defense intercepted the ball down the short field. Offense cashed in those 2 times, and there's your game.
Yeah. Another pooch kick fielded at the 29. It is bobbled. I'm not so sure who has the ball. Let's see. Are they going to feel sorry for Corsicana and give it to them?
Tie goes to the runner. I don't know which one was the runner.
Well, the ball just came out. They're going to give it to Corsicana. First down, Corsicana. He bobbled it, hit the ground, and there were about 3 Terrell Tigers on top of him at that point in time, but he managed to scoop that back up and get it there. So it's first down and 10 for Corsicana from the 28-yard line. Long field to go, 7:59. They're down 31-6. They've got the point being in the last drive, we knew they were throwing the ball. Point this drive is we know they're throwing the ball.
Well, but are they? Or have they conceded this and going to work on some other things?
Yeah, there's a run from the backfield, number 6, and he goes nowhere. There's number 66. That's DeMonte Smith.
Lamonte's had a really good game.
He just planted that running back about 4 yards back.
Yeah, he did.
Big tackle for loss. Wow, I mean, 7:34 left and ticking. Not much to say there between plays. They are lined up in the heavy pistol, power pistol, whatever you want to call it, and that goes to the up running back over the right side, but the Terrell Tigers did a great job. I think that's a tackle for no gainer. So we'll bring up third down, that same 14.
You know, when I said, you know, are they going to be throwing the ball, are they going to try to work on some other things? Well, if that's them trying to work on other things,
it's not working.
It's not.
It's not working.
Let's try something else. You know, I'm not saying the kids are quitting. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying whatever they're doing out there right now, everything they do is just blowing up on them.
Nope, that's going to be a quarterback keeper. He looked like he was wanting to throw the ball. What we don't need to do is do anything bad on the sidelines, but we run him out about the 29-yard line, scoring at 4th down and 9. Is that going to be close? 4th down and
something like that.
Yeah.
You know,
there they go moving the sticks again. Why are you moving the sticks? Golly, that's going to drive me crazy tonight. It's 4th. What are they doing? Oh my gosh.
Well, he was right. Then they're trying to get him to go the other direction. It's still 4th down.
It's still 4th down. It's 4th down and 8, according to the scoreboard. Not by the sticks, but by the scoreboard. It's 4th and 8, which is probably correct. That's a good high punt. It was not a spiral, but it was a good high punt. It was fielded there at the 38-yard line, 39-yard line by Zamonte, I believe. No, that's Tamai and Ambers. And Corsicana, because it's so high, Corsicana was there on top of him. He had nowhere to go.
All right, procedural question.
I'll try to.
You had 2 returners back. The other returner seemed a little fair catch. Then can I don't know how that works.
I don't know how that works either. I would think that the person fielding the ball would have to call the fair catch. I don't know.
Well, then why did the other guy? Is that some sort of strategy?
I don't know, Jim.
Okay.
That you posed an excellent question. Here's a toss back to number 2, running back by committee. And let me tell you what, number 2, that's Roger Cambrick Jr. He picks up, 12, 13?
Yes,
He's out to the 50-yard line on that first down play. So we're running back by committee again, which is a different set of running backs.
Right. Well, and everybody, the running backs are fresh, and the offensive line in this last quarter has just been blowing them off the ball.
Yeah. Straight up the middle, there's 26. Great open field tackle right there. 28 running the ball there. I don't have a 28 on mine.
That's Jaden Ashley.
Okay. Great run there by the young man. But a great open field tackle also to probably save a touchdown there by Damone Brown from Corsicana. Straight zone Handoff there over the right side to the outside of the offensive tackle by Roger Kimmick Jr. once again running the rock. Looks like he's down to the Corsicana 41-yard line, which is going to bring it third down and short, third down about 1.
We're bringing in a few other young men that maybe hadn't had a lot of playing time tonight.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go back to your point after this play. Straight dive right up the middle, quick hitter. That's number 18, that's DeMarze Spencer. We called his name out last game. We haven't really called it out this game very much.
4 yards gained on the play. Good for another Terrell Tiger.
Which is the first down for Terrell. I forgot what my point was going to be, so I'm going to have to get that back.
I was watching to see if they moved the sticks.
Yeah, whether they need to or not. Wow! There is a running lane wide open. That's number 28. You get the name for me.
That is Jaden Ashley.
Jaden Ashley, and that's another Terrell Tiger first down. Getting your point last week was looking at our roster and seeing how many juniors there are on the roster. And my comment back to you was, well, we have a lot of seniors last year. And these juniors did not get a whole lot of playing time. Well, now they are because they're the big class coming in. And these guys are getting playing time now. And some of these, there's very few sophomores on this roster. As a matter of fact, there's only one sophomore on the roster, and he's an offensive lineman. But to your point, last week, these kids, these young men, these student athletes are getting some playing time now. They were backups to the seniors last year, and they're looking pretty good. They just need some more varsity speed looks.
Well, we said it last week. Nothing takes the place of in-game speed, in-game experience. You can try to simulate it as best you can in every sport, but it does. You just can't. You can't replicate it. It's just not possible.
Right. 3:40 left in this homecoming game. It's your Terrell Tigers 38, Corsicana Tigers 6. Got the moon coming up over the visitor stand.
That's a pretty one too.
Yeah, it was full a few days ago.
It was a super moon.
Super moon.
It was also the harvest moon.
Did you harvest anything?
No. No. Maybe I should have.
Well, there's more people here staying for the rest of the game than I thought would be here with the Tigers up this much. They're up 32 points at this time.
Well, good for their fans. They need to show these kids, and watch some of these other kids getting a chance to play. Let's see how we do it.
Now here's a long kick by Juan Abundis, and we're offsides, and he kicks it and it hits about the 4-yard line and bounces into the end zone, but there's a marker back here, which is going to signify we're offsides. So the only time Juan gets to kick it long, he gets to come back and move back 5 yards and kick it again.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, Shug, that's a penalty flag down. We haven't seen many. One of the things that concerned me last week were, and we called them, we didn't want to call them hustle.
Outside.
We called them adrenaline penalties.
Kicking change. 5 yards.
There were a couple of penalties
First
last
down.
week that were just, man, in a game that tight, you just don't want to make those. It just makes your job that much harder.
Right.
Especially on defense when you're throwing people out of bounds and it's a personal foul. It's just, it just, I know it had to drive the coach crazy, but he's eliminated that this week. I mean, these kids have played a really, really solid game, both sides of the ball.
All right, Corsicana decided to not have Terrell re-kick it. They decided to take the 5-yard penalty and move it out to the 30-yard line, which is their option. And then here is Corsicana as a quarterback keeper all the way. And wow, 32 comes in, and I don't have him on my roster either, but he comes in from the back and makes one. No, that's not 32. That's 33. That's Omari Thompson. Does a great job. That's a tackle for no gainer on the quarterback keeper to the left side of the offensive front. Second down, that same 10 for Corsicana.
It's amazing the difference that you feel after Corsicana's first drive of the game and even into their second drive when they first got started of how are we going to stop them. And they haven't scored a point since.
Right. Number 14 for Tigers. Edward Robinson is in the ball game. He makes a big hit on number 0. Keenan Murphy for Corsicana, who rambled up the field for about 5 yards there. It's going to bring up third down and 5 for the Corsicana Tigers. 2:35 left in this ball game. Corsicana is in no hurry. The game's so far out of reach. There's no reason to be in a hurry for either side.
Yeah. Well, at Corsicana, you can work on something.
Twins to both sides. There's an offensive guy. When it rains, it pours. There's actually, that might be the first procedural penalty with a lineman moving tonight on either side.
Offense, number 54, 5 yard, third down.
And I hope all these kids are okay as far as hydration. Man, Chuck, it was hot.
It was hot.
It was hot today. That's the other thing. Terrell's in shape. You can just tell by in the second half, their offensive linemen were dominating the front of the Corsicana defense, which wasn't happening earlier in the game.
Agreed. Of course, they have trips to the wide side of the field, which is their side of the field. Handoff inside to try to get some of that penalty yardage back, and they do. Gets out to the 35-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down and 5 for Corsicana, with 1:25 and ticking left in this homecoming ball game. It's your Terrell Tigers 38, the Corsicana Tigers 6. Two Terrell Tigers back at the 30-yard line. Let's call it the 30-yard line. That's Tamayan Ambers and Ryson Martin. Corsicana punters at the 23-yard line. He has been kicking very high kicks. He gets another one, and this one drives back to the 25-yard line, where Bryson Martin fields it. We have a flag and another flag coming in.
Yeah. 24 got a block in the back. Amarin Miles.
Flag on the play.
Yeah. And then the Corsicana guy got one for retaliation.
I thought for a second it was a really good block, and then I saw the angle that he was in.
It was not.
It really wasn't. It was a good hit. It just not quite legal.
Right.
It was a good hit.
45 seconds left in this ball game. It's Terrell 38, Corsicana 6. All the referees are out in the huddle except for three of them are trying to figure out what to do.
I could suggest to them that they spot the ball and let Terrell kneel down twice.
Yeah.
That would probably end the game. But
they just
personal
foul.
Blindside block on the offense.
On Terrell.
On the receiving team, number 24.
Block in the back.
Dead ball
foul.
Personal foul. 16 on the kicking team. First down, Terrell.
So, spot the ball, do what Jim said.
Kneel on the ball twice, and let's call it a night.
Let's call it a night.
This is a good spot. Oh,
good showing by Terrell. That's going to show that everybody in the district, they're going to look at this score and they're going to realize they're going to have to play hard to hang with the Terrell Tigers.
Well, agreed. The other thing that has been shown the last 2 weeks, these 2 home games, is that Terrell has been a really good second half ball club.
Absolutely. That's a good point. They've done a lot of their damage in that second half. And like I said, conditioning to me is a big factor in that. It's got to be.
Yeah.
I mean, it just your scheme doesn't change that much for the results you were having. It's got to be something physical also.
Right. Coach agrees with you, Jim, is that you line up in the safety formation and you nail the ball and you watch the clock and you get it down and then Reese had the play clock, so that's going to be it. Yep. So as the clock ticks down, we will take our last break of the game. Jim and I will come back and we'll have a few words of wisdom, maybe. It's been your Terrell Tigers tonight on Homecoming Night 38, Corsicana Tigers 6. You're listening to Terrell Tiger football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101.
behalf of Terrell and his school district, we'd like to thank everyone for their attendance at tonight's game. And as a reminder, there will be no on-field activity after the game.
Jim, I think we've talked about everything already. Good showing tonight by the Terrell Tigers. Corsicana Tigers started out strong. We don't know why they got away from their success in the first quarter going into the second quarter, but they did. I thought Marvin and his his coaching staff did a good job at adjustments during.
Yes.
I thought offensive line play was better in the second half because they started dominating the Corsicana front in the second half, and then Corsicana started doing some things that just got them behind, and we took advantage of the mistakes.
Well, yeah, that put the when Corsicana being behind and having to start to throw the ball and try to look for the big plays, Terrell just pinned back their ears, and the defense was pretty much devastated to let anything Corsicana wanted to do there in the second half.
Yeah.
Good clean game. I really like that. Good game in all the special teams. You know, you had Juan Abundance was great long field goal, all the extra points. We had the return, which really turned the game.
I think so.
Of this field goal,
right?
That short field goal. Wow, just a great showing by them.
I think the play by Cooper tonight. Let's go about run back by committee. I think that's still a big plus for the offense.
Absolutely, fresh backs whenever you want them, and all of them are very, very capable.
I think the feet of Cooper tonight was very good to go along with the running game, but with running game by running back by committee. What we didn't see is good passing plays. That made us a little one-dimensional.
It was a regression for Cooper from last week throwing the ball.
I think so. I'm not bashing on him. I just think that we went backwards a little bit. I think there needs to be a little I'm sure there's going to be a little work with him this week. But overall, you know what? One thing is that the coaches saw that he was struggling throwing the ball. but they knew he could run the ball. We hadn't seen it. We didn't see that type of running this week or last week, but we saw it tonight, which was an awesome thing.
Absolutely, man. Hey, you know, everybody has an off night, Chuck.
Yeah.
Everybody has an off night, and throwing that ball against these kids at this level, that's a tough thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, the defensive back for Corsicana, it's not like they're just out there looking around. They know exactly what they're doing, too.
Exactly. Well, Jim, let's end the night on checking on some scores from around the district. A game that was close is not close anymore.
Which one's that?
Kaufman and Ennis.
And?
Kaufman 48, Ennis 28.
Wow.
Yeah.
About the Lions.
Yeah. Mesquite and Crandall. This is a little different because I thought this score was upside down earlier, but this Dave Campbell's Texas Football Friday has Crandall up 38-7. That score was flipped when we did it at halftime.
It was flipped, but 38-7 Crandall sounds more right to me.
Yeah, and then Midlothian Heritage and Greenville. I'm hoping this is wrong too, but if it's not, this is one lopsided game. Midlothian Heritage 75, Greenville 11.
I'm afraid that may be correct.
That might be correct, yeah.
Because Midlothian Heritage is the one that everybody had kind of picked just outside the top 10 preseason in the state. So,
well, that's not good. Well, Jim, you got anything else on homecoming night?
Nope. Happy homecoming to all the Tigers out there, and thank you for putting up with us for another week. Thank you, Chuck, for having me back.
Oh, anytime. We have a good time. Well, you've been listening to Terrell Tiger Football with Chuck and Jim on KBYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101. We will see you next home game.